Okay, so today, for my physics project, I am going to be attempting to explain the basics of throwing a baseball through air with the help of physics. So for starters, a baseball sits on the XYZ axis. When a pitcher wants to increase velocity, they'll put more backspin on the ball. Backspin spins backwards on the x-axis, hence why it's called backspin, which is ultimately moving in the same direction as the ball is being thrown, which increases velocity. To counter that, a pitcher will put topspin on the ball, which moves forwards on the x-axis, counteracting with the direction of the ball. Another key thing that comes into play when you're talking about the velocity of a baseball is the surface of the ball. So if you notice, at the start of every baseball game, they'll have a ball that is completely unscuffed. That is when you get the most true velocity, because the more scuffs you get on a baseball, the more air resistance. The air resistance that you run into with a baseball is also commonly referred to in physics as drag. Drag is known as the force of an object as it travels through the air. So basically, the air catches every single seam and every single scuff on the baseball. When the air catches it, it slightly changes direction, which changes the pressure north, south, east, and west on a baseball, which ultimately makes it move. So one pitch that is pretty rare in baseball that confuses a lot of people who don't know the game is the knuckleball. The knuckleball is thrown like this, and it travels through air with little to no movement and spin on the ball. But how it moves, it appears like it moves like that, which is very strange in baseball because everything is pretty north and south. The curveball breaks like that, but this pitch moves all over the place. And the physics behind that is that by putting no spin on the ball, you leave this baseball very susceptible to sudden changes in the direction and the pressure of the ball. So, for example, if the ball has 0 to no spin and the drag is very little, and then all of a sudden at the last second it catches it, it'll move it a lot because it's so vulnerable to a bunch of spin.